Hey everyone, picture this. It's 3 a.m., you're wide awake again, stumbling to the bathroom for the fourth time tonight because your prostate just won't let you sleep. Or worse, you're sitting in a doctor's office, heart pounding, hearing the words elevated PSA levels, and wondering if that late night pizza habit or those weekend burgers played a role. Scary, right? Prostate cancer is the second most common cancer in men worldwide, and benign prostatic hyperplasia, that enlarged prostate nightmare, affects about half of guys by age 60. But here's the empowering truth I want you to hold on to today. A huge chunk of this risk is modifiable through what you put on your plate every single day. I'm not here to scare you into a joyless diet. Instead, we're diving into the science-backed foods that quietly create the perfect storm for prostate trouble over time. Stick with me through all 8 because by the end, you'll have practical swaps, fresh research insights, and a game plan that feels doable, not depriving. If you're a man over 40 or you love someone who is, this could be the wake-up call that adds years of vitality. Let's get into it. First, I need to level with you on the big picture before naming names. It's not about one evil food instantly wrecking your prostate. What matters is the metabolic environment you build meal after meal. Think high blood pressure, insulin resistance, where your cells stop listening to insulin and your pancreas pumps out more and more, abnormal cholesterol, and carrying extra weight around the middle. Together, these form metabolic syndrome, and studies consistently show men with it face a 50 to 70% higher chance of aggressive, clinically significant prostate cancer, plus more severe urinary symptoms from enlargement. Why? 3 sneaky pathways. 1. Chronically elevated insulin isn't just about blood sugar. It's a powerful growth hormone that tells cells to multiply and blocks natural cell death, setting the stage for tumors. 2. High blood pressure stretches and inflames blood vessels, which research links to larger prostate volumes and worse lower urinary tract symptoms, plus higher odds of deadly cancer forms. 3. That low-grade, simmering inflammation from obesity and poor metabolic health acts like fertilizer for both prostate growth and cancer spread. The good news? Diet is the single biggest driver here, and small, consistent tweaks can flip the script dramatically. Recent 2024 cohort data even shows men with prostate cancer who shifted toward more plant-forward eating after diagnosis cut their progression risk by up to 47% in the highest adherence groups. That's real hope. All right, let's talk specifics. The 8 categories research keeps flagging. Number 1, fried foods. You know, those crispy chicken tenders or golden fries that taste like heaven in the moment? A major 2015 meta-analysis pulled together the data and found men eating the most had a 35% higher prostate cancer rate compared to those who rarely touched them. The culprits? Saturated and trans fats that pack on weight, spike insulin resistance, and crank up systemic inflammation. But here's fresh context from more recent reviews. When oils hit those high temperatures repeatedly, they generate advanced glycation end products and other pro-inflammatory compounds that don't just stay in your gut. They circulate and promote oxidative stress in prostate tissue. In my analysis of the broader literature, this isn't fear-mongering, it's cumulative. 1 or 2 indulgences at a summer barbecue? Probably fine. But weekly fast food runs? That's where the metabolic storm builds. My advice? Air fry or oven bake at home with a light mist of avocado oil instead. You'll get the crunch without the toxic load, and your waistline and prostate will thank you. Number 2 gets overlooked way too often. Repeatedly heated cooking oils, the kind restaurants and fast food spots reuse 3 to 6 times before tossing. Fresh oil at home retains vitamin E, polyphenols, and antioxidants that actually fight inflammation. But reuse it enough, and chemistry shifts. Free radicals, free fatty acids, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons form, all established carcinogens. Smoke points drop, nutrients vanish, and you're essentially inhaling and ingesting compounds linked to multiple cancers, including prostate. Newer lab work on heated oils shows these changes happen faster than we thought, especially with polyunsaturated fats common in cheap vegetable oils. Personally, I see this as one of the easiest hidden wins. When you order wings or fries out, you're likely getting oil that's been through multiple cycles. At home, use fresh oil each time for deep frying, rarely, or switch to sautéing, steaming, or grilling. Pro tip: if the oil smells off or looks dark, toss it. Your body isn't a trash can for degraded fats. Number 3. Processed meats. Bacon, hot dogs, deli slices, sausages, jerky. The evidence here is some of the strongest, with clear dose-response curves. The more you eat, the higher the prostate cancer risk climbs. Nitrates and nitrites keep the meat pink and safe from bacteria, but in your body, especially with high heat, they damage DNA and turn carcinogenic. Add high sodium for blood pressure spikes, saturated fat for inflammation, and you've got a triple threat to metabolic health. Cooking matters too. Charring any red meat on the grill creates heterocyclic amines and PAHs, proven cancer promoters. A 2025 systematic review reinforced this link across multiple cohorts, showing even moderate intake correlates with elevated risk for aggressive forms. I love a backyard grill as much as anyone, but nuance is key. Braise or slow cook meats at moderate temps. Marinate with herbs, vinegar, or citrus beforehand. It can cut those harmful compounds by up to 90%, according to food science studies. And limit processed stuff to occasional treats. Swap in grilled chicken or plant-based proteins most days. Your prostate isn't keeping score, but your overall inflammation levels are. Number 4. High-fat dairy, specifically butter, cheese, and cream. A 2023 meta-analysis noted a modest bump, about 2% increased risk per 200 grams of milk daily and 3% per 50 grams of butter. But when prostate cancer is already so prevalent, those small percentages add up population-wide. The mechanism? These foods can elevate IGF-1, an insulin-like growth factor that encourages cell proliferation in prostate tissue. Highest consumers showed 9 to 38% higher risk in some groups. Nuance alert: whole milk and yogurt often show neutral or even protective effects in studies, possibly due to beneficial bacteria or different fat profiles. Low-fat versions sometimes raise flags too, maybe from processing or selection bias, since dairy fans get screened more. My personal take? Don't demonize all dairy. Enjoy Greek yogurt for protein and probiotics, but cap butter and aged cheeses at moderate portions. Pair with fiber-rich veggies to blunt any insulin response. Recent data suggests this balanced approach fits beautifully into broader anti-inflammatory patterns. Number 5. Sugar-sweetened beverages, sodas, energy drinks, sweet teas, flavored waters. One can of soda can deliver 10 teaspoons of added sugar that slams your bloodstream fast, triggering massive insulin surges. Hyperinsulinemia then fuels aggressive prostate cancer, with data showing men under 65 on the highest hyperinsulinemic diets facing 18% higher high-grade risk and 22% higher fatal risk. Liquid calories don't trigger satiety like solid food, so you drink more without realizing. 2024 research on sugar-sweetened drinks highlights they're worse than solid sweets because of speed and volume. I used to think an occasional soda was harmless, but tracking my own energy and focusing on the metabolic cascade changed my mind. Cut them cold turkey and replace with sparkling water infused with lemon, cucumber, or berries. Your insulin levels stabilize within days, and that alone can lower prostate inflammation markers. Number 6. Alcohol. Beyond cancer links, it's a straight-up diuretic that ramps up urine production, turning mild BPH into nightly bathroom marathons. By age 60, half of men have some enlargement. Alcohol makes symptoms like urgency and frequency far worse. Dose response is clear. More than 2 drinks daily sharply raises prostate cancer odds, and any regular intake ties to DNA mutations across cancers. A 2022 review tied heavy early adult drinking to triple the aggressive prostate cancer risk later. I enjoy a glass of red wine socially, but the data pushed me to treat it as rare. If you drink, cap at 1 or less most days, or explore non-alcoholic alternatives that still feel celebratory. Your sleep, hormones, and prostate will notice the difference. Number 7 combines high sodium with ultra-processed foods, packaged snacks, canned soups, pizza, condiments, deli meats. Sodium drives hypertension, which independently boosts prostate cancer risk by 8% overall and much more for aggressive disease per meta-analyses. One Icelandic study tracking thousands of men for decades found midlife high blood pressure predicted advanced and fatal prostate cancer even after adjusting for weight. Ultra-processed items hide most of our sodium intake. A 2024 meta-analysis on ultra-processed foods and prostate cancer found no huge direct risk spike in some pooled data, but the indirect effects via obesity, inflammation, and blood pressure are undeniable. My actionable challenge to you: next grocery trip, scan sodium on your top 5 packaged staples. You'll be shocked. Aim under 2,300 milligrams daily total. Flavor with herbs, spices, garlic, and citrus instead. This one tweak alone can drop blood pressure and ease prostate pressure. Finally, number 8 might surprise you. High-dose calcium supplements. Many men take them for bones as they age, but 2025 meta-analysis data links high total intake, over 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams daily, especially from pills, to increased prostate cancer risk. 2% per 300 milligram bump from supplements, 6% from diet. The Health Professionals follow-up study showed men over 2 grams daily had 2.5 times the fatal prostate cancer risk versus moderate intakes. Theory: excess calcium suppresses active vitamin D, which normally curbs prostate cell growth. Check your multivitamins and combos. They stack up fast. I recommend Food First Calcium from leafy greens, fortified plant milks, or small dairy portions, and only supplement under medical guidance with blood work. Vitamin D from sun or targeted sup often matters more. Whew, we covered a lot, but here's where it gets exciting. None of this means one slip-up dooms you. It's about the big picture, building a metabolic environment that supports health instead of sabotage. Shift toward plant-based or Mediterranean patterns, and the data is crystal clear. Higher plant food intake after diagnosis cut progression risk dramatically in 2024 cohorts. Tomatoes rich in lycopene, cruciferous veggies like broccoli that aid detoxification, and fatty fish delivering omega-3s to counter inflammation, these aren't fads, they're proven allies. A low omega-6, high omega-3 approach with fish oil even slowed cancer cell growth in active surveillance patients per UCLA research. Add regular movement, stress management, and quality sleep, and you're stacking the deck. As we wrap this up, think about your next meal not as restriction, but as quiet power. Maybe swap fries for roasted sweet potato wedges tonight, or check those labels and feel that aha moment. Every choice compounds. You've got the knowledge now. Use it to protect the life you want to live fully, without those midnight bathroom runs or bigger worries. If this resonated, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway or one swap you're trying. Share it with a dad, brother, or friend who needs it. Your health is worth the effort, and so is theirs. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next one where we tackle hormone optimization for men over 40. Take care out there.